Hey guys, it's me, Seoul360, and we have another mail room unboxing. The post office is right behind me. I just got two packages that I'm super excited about. One I've already opened and one I have not, but the one I already opened is because it's from a dear friend of mine, MBK Pop 1997. MBK Pop 1997. He is an artist, if you guys don't know. He actually goes to school for his art, and he did some really nice prints of some K-pop inspired fan art. It's like Luna and Sunmi, lots of girl stuff, but it's really expertly done. And he was kind enough to send me this, which was one of the favorite prints I told him that I liked from everything that he's done. Is this Sunmi print. Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? I can't believe that he made this. Please go check him out. Check him out on his channel. Check him out on Twitter. He's super phenomenally talented. I think his Kim Lip Luna one is also one of my favorites as well. It is so pretty. The color is like this kind of, I don't know, it's almost like she's on fire because of the way the color is, but he's an excellent artist. You really need to check him out. He does amazing work. He takes commission, and you know, don't be cheap when you approach him about trying to get stuff made, because he's putting a lot of time and effort into this, and as you can see, the quality is well worth it. So thank you, Mason, so much. I really do appreciate it. And I was going to tell you I got it, but I was like, you know what, I'll just put in a video and then he'll know, and then I can get him some free promo. So there you go. This next thing I have is something I told everybody I was going to get. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. This is from G Market. This is my Shiny World 5 in Seoul DVD. I bought this from G Market because if you guys remember my last G Market story, I told you guys how I had like a shit ton of credit from the shipping that they overcharged me for. Well, I knew this was going to be expensive and I had all this shipping credit, so I said, why not just use it up on Shiny? It sounds like a plan to me. And so I did use it. I only had to pay like an extra $4, but still overall this ended up costing me close to $60. So just letting you guys know ahead of time. I have not opened it, so I'm opening it now. Shoot. This box is huge. Okay. So the box is huge, but it's only because of the poster. So the one I got comes with the poster tube. So this is the poster tube. I'm not going to open this up because there's really no reason to. This is the poster for Shiny World 5 in Seoul, and the poster is basically the cover of the DVD. It is the poster from the concert. Like, there's no difference. So when I show you the DVD, you'll realize it's the same, and it won't really matter that you didn't get to see the poster unfurled. But it looks like it's a rather large size poster. I'm thinking I'm probably going to get it framed. I haven't framed any of my posters ever. In fact, I've never even hung a lot of my posters. But I am going to get this one framed just because of my history with Shiny World 5. I told you guys about how that was the last time I saw Shiny in person, and it was in Dallas, and it was an abbreviated version of Shiny World 5. It wasn't the same as the big one they do in Seoul. So even though I did buy this for memory's sake, I know that it's not going to be specifically my memories because this took place in Seoul. It had more pyrotechnics and set design, costume changes, more songs, a longer set list. So I know it's not the same, but it's still that era. And so it means a lot to me to have it. Oh, this box is hard to open, guys. Ah, got it. Okay, so it came very nicely bubble wrapped. Can you see that? Lovely bubble wrapping. I like it a lot. It's like a fitted claw shell. That's what I'll call it. See, it unhinges. Isn't that lovely? The vendor that I used on G Market was Yes24. They sell a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So if you're interested, that's who I got it from. It's unfortunate though, because even though this came in this claw shell packaging, there's still some damage to this. I'm not sure why, but this corner, as you can see, it's all smashed up. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to send it back. I'm not going to ask for money back. I don't care, because I don't think that it's a big enough damage for me to not want it, or to go through trying to send it back and get another one. That's just, it's not happening right now. This has been sold out a lot of different places, so I'm not sure what the availability is. And this is a first press because this was pre-ordered. I'm not sure what a secondary press is going to look like. I'm kind of tempted to see, so if anybody ends up buying a second press and you do an unboxing, please, you know, shoot me a message or something here so that I can look at it, because the first press, I think the main thing that you get that's extra is the photo cards here. So it's these photo cards, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. I would have liked photo cards that were of them without the Shiny World 5 logo stuff on it. So you'll see what I'm talking about when I open this up. So you get the group one, and then you get this, which is exactly the same picture that's on here, which is why I say I would have wanted one that was not the same graphics, maybe a different pose. Same graphics maybe, but like a different photo in general. So there's Jonghyun, and then there is Onu, and then there is Ki, and then there is Minho, and then there is Timmy. So those are these special photo card, which initially when I first heard it was coming out and they said there were going to be special photo cards, I thought it was going to be like the small regular photo cards. I didn't realize it was going to be basically postcards. They should have called them limited edition postcards, because that's what the size is. This is a postcard size. But that's what comes with it. And then, oh, okay, so the damage did kind of go through the entire package. This is the back of the DVD, and as you can see, there's the damage right there. But, no, that's the front. That's the front. Still not too worried about it. Still not too worried about it. So this is the Shiny World 5 DVD, and it is a very strange construction. I watched the unboxing on K-Town for You's channel because, I mean, they're the K-pop vendor, so they get their stuff immediately as soon as it comes out. So nobody can really beat them for first unboxings. But when I saw it, I remember thinking, this is very strange packaging. I'm not sure why they did it like this, and I'm worried about putting this on my shelf because I don't know, it feels like it might be an insecure packaging. It's got this screw in the corner because everything kind of like flips up like this. So here's the first DVD, and then on the back right here, let me flip this the right, see, I can't even hold it correctly. Here is the second DVD, so there you go. Playlist on this, I didn't even mention, this is a slipcover, by the way. It came in a boxed slipcover. And then here is the back if you guys want to focus on that playlist. There you go. Official. What languages does this come in? It comes with subtitles for Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. So no, there are no English subtitles, which I don't know why we didn't get English subtitles, because this is the thing that I don't understand a lot of times when it comes to the Shiny DVDs that are sold. All of this stuff down here, all of these like credits and everything, if you can look at that, it's all written in English. The titles have their Korean titles and they're still written in English, but then they don't do English subtitles. And it's like, why would you write everything else in English but not do English subtitles? Obviously, you're looking for an international market to purchase as well. So why wouldn't you just go ahead and put in the English subtitles, because that is one of the best understood languages for international fans. And I'm not saying it's the best language. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, of the languages that most international fans outside of Asia use, English is kind of our common denominator. So it would make sense to do the English subtitles. But, you know, I can't account for what SM's rationale is for this. I'm just, at least they put it out. At least they put it out. So, you know, at this point, I'm just grasping at straws. Whatever they're willing to give me, I'm willing to take. All right, so you slide these panels over and you get the pictures. And the pages on this are not very thick, if you can tell. They're rather thin. And the back of the pages all say Shiny World 5. I'm going to try. This is a hard thing to slide open and close. This is not going to be easy for me to show you. I'm not going to go through every page either because I don't have the kind of time, and there's a lot of channels that already show every page, but this is the back here. And then, like I said, it's the cards. It's tons of cards, and yeah, this is difficult. This is difficult to try to go through with you guys. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch in terms of that, but I did want to show you kind of my first impressions of everything while I'm opening it up. And yeah, I mean, I'll have to say, this is not my favorite packaging for Shiny World 5, and if I could choose a packaging for it, I would have this package the same way that the Shiny World 4 album was packaged. Because there was two. There was the actual CD, and then there was the DVD set. The DVD set had like these weird cards as well. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe like their DVDs just are always flawed packaging. That might be the case. But the Shiny World 4 album with the 2 CDs, that is probably one of the nicest shiny things I owned. You can go back in my channel to see my unboxing of it. It is gorgeous. And it's out of print now, obviously, because it is so nice. But it is probably the best thing that SM has released for Shiny. I would love something like that for this. But perhaps they're holding out for the release of the CD itself, which if that does get released, I will be buying it. But yeah, I would have appreciated something a little easier to manage. Something maybe in a book form, or I don't know. I'm not a big fan of cards, and I'm not a big fan of this particular setup. Like if I had to choose between having the screw here or having a booklet with the 2 discs in the tray and then just random photo cards to flip through, I would have preferred that instead of this. But I guess they wanted to do something unique, something different, and, you know, something special. Now, I was told that the first run also had a limited edition photo book. So I can't really tell that there's a limited edition photo book in here because it's all screwed together. So I don't know if that was supposed to be like something separate in the box, but there's nothing else there. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. You know, tell me if I'm missing something. But yeah, this is everything that goes with this. So this wasn't the most spectacular unboxing in terms of like, you know, life-altering, amazing, whatever. But this was never one of those kind of purchases either. You know, I've said it before on my channel. I'm not a big fan of the live stuff. You know, it's not my thing. Or at least I would say the first 3 Shiny Worlds are not my thing when it comes to the live stuff. But Shiny World 4 was an exception. 1, because of the song choices, but number 2, because the packaging was just so phenomenal that it was worth getting the CD to get that huge booklet and all those amazing pictures. This, on the other hand, this is strictly bought for sentimental reasons. This is all about the sentiment. And it has a lot of the songs that I wanted to see in concert when I saw Shiny in person, but they just didn't perform those songs. For instance, Married to the Music, that was not performed when they came to Dallas, so I wanted to see that. They did not do Chocolate, so I would have loved to see that as well. They did not do Black Hole. I don't think they did Trigger. Like, there's just a lot of songs on here from what to me is one of their best albums ever, which is the Odd album / Married to the Music repackage. Probably one of their best albums they put out in years. And One of One is really cool. I like it a lot. I like One of One and I like One and One. But there's something about Married to the Music, that era, that just is very special to me. 1, because it was the first Shiny comeback I got to share on my YouTube channel. 2, I got to see them in concert for that. But 3, I thought that View was a great era for Shiny in terms of recognition and people really digging Shiny and appreciating them and all the award shows they attended and all the looks and fashion they did. Also, Married to the Music is one of their best videos ever, and you can fight me on that if you want to, but Shiny, within the fandom, they were known for their Halloween costumes and how much they love to embrace a good cosplay, and for them to have a whole video inspired by Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's just super campy and fun and kind of, you know, gory, but not really, like, it was perfect. It was all the playfulness of Shiny personified, and for that reason alone, it is a classic, mandatory video for all Shawwalls. And I don't know, I just have really fond memories of that time. Really fond memories of that time. And also, Married to the Music is probably Shiny's best repack. Like, of all the repackages they've done over the years for their albums, that is their best repack because the songs that they added on there are so good. I think Hold You is my favorite song on the entire set of the 2. It is actually probably top 3 Shiny songs for me, period, point blank. And a lot of people don't feel that way about Hold You. A lot of people are like, it's a nice R&B jam, but it's not really my thing. there's just something about the way that the harmonies are done in that song. There's something about how on point everybody's ad-libs are. I love that song. I love that song. So yeah, this is very, very special to me, and Hold You is on here. So yeah, I'm very excited to dig into this, and thank you for watching this video. Leave comments down below on anything I talked about, and I'll try to respond to you, because I've been trying to get better about responding to every single person that leaves comments on my video. I'm not the best, but I'm trying. And yeah, I can't think of anything else to say other than thank you for watching, and buy Mason's art. That's it. Yeah, I know what I wanted to say. This is the last thing, and then we'll be done. I did an unboxing, my last video on this channel. I did an unboxing for the BTS Billboard magazine set. I had bought the magazine set because they had sold out of the Ratmon cover and the group cover when I wanted to order. So I decided to buy the set and then sell off the ones that I wasn't going to use. So I still have Taehyung, J-Hope, Jin, and Jungkook available. If anybody wants to buy those, it's $20 shipping in the United States. International, I'm sorry, I can't, because it's just too expensive to ship. But that's not the point of this. The point of me talking about this is that when I did that video, I did it as a live stream. And I had someone who came on the video and was like, oh, it's not shiny, I'm not watching. And then they deleted their comment, but I think they also downvoted the video. I'm not sure if they did it or somebody else, because they don't tell you on YouTube who downvotes your videos. But it got me in my feelings a little bit, not because of the downvote, but because there is a certain segment of the population that really wants to see Shawwal's in pain. They feed off of our sadness. They love watching us be in agony, depression, despair about what has happened. And it's a real hindrance to the recovery process. A lot of us are trying to find ways to smile again about SHINee. We don't want to be sad about it because it's too easy to fall into it. There's so many times without my knowledge or without my anticipating it that all of a sudden I fall into this mood and I'm depressed and I'm sad and I can't shake it. And I've reached out to friends when I've had those times because I needed somebody else to remind me not to get there. But it sneaks up on you and you don't anticipate it. And when it happens, it's horrible. It's horrible to contemplate all of the things that play into the tragedy that is the passing of Jonghyun. Because it is a tragedy on every scale. It's a tragedy for the people who loved him. It's a tragedy for the people who are his fans. It's a tragedy for his family and friends. It's a tragedy for music. And it's a tragedy for our society because he was a good person. And there's people who watch the videos of Shawwal's just to watch us cry, just to watch us be sad, just to watch us, you know, talk about how much is missing and all the things that make this the tragedy that it is. And if you're watching my channel and watching my videos for the tragic aspects, please quit watching my videos. Like, period, point blank, please stop. Because I'm not putting my sadness and sorrow out there for your entertainment. I put it out there that way people who feel the same way feel like they have an ally, feel like they have somebody who understands, feel like they're not alone. That's what I do it for. I don't do it for you to, you know, enjoy sadness porn. That's not what this is about. But it's happening too much. And there may be some people who will say, well, you're not a good Shawwal because you're not still sad. Or you're not a good Shawwal because you enjoy other stuff. Or you're not caught in like this free zone of not being able to move on. And it's not about not being able to move on, because there is no such thing as moving on when it comes to this. There's no getting over this. It will always be that sore spot because it shouldn't have happened. It should have been preventable. I don't know how it could have been preventable, but he should have never felt like this had to be the answer to his problems. That should have never happened. But I'm alive. I'm alive. My family is alive. My friends are alive. And I have to continue. And that's what I'm doing. Even if a chunk of my heart is missing, I have to continue. And I don't think it's fair that people don't expect me to be able to continue on. That people don't expect me to be able to function. That people don't expect me to be able to find joy in other places. or still find joy in shiny. Like, that's the other thing. I think some people think that we're not allowed to be happy about shiny stuff because of everything that happened, or that we're not allowed to be critical of stuff either. Like, I can't tell you how many people, like, if you don't have anything nice to say about shiny, you need to shut up. And I'm talking about on little bitty stuff. For instance, Key just cut his hair, and he cut his hair down super short. And the first video that he showed on his Instagram where he was cutting it, everybody's like, what is going on? And then they showed his hair, or he did a picture of his hair, freshly shorn. It looked a little uneven, and I'll be honest, my first thoughts, I was worried about him, because I'm a girl, and one of the things that I do when I get emotional, I cut my hair. I don't shave my head, but I mean, I cut my hair because it's like I want to start over, or I want to feel better about myself, or I want to feel refreshed. And so I was worried about him. And there were all these people who were like, if you don't like his hair, then you just need to quit being a shawwal. It wasn't about me not liking the hair. It was about the fact that initially the haircut looked uneven. It looked very impromptu, and I was worried that maybe he was going through something. Then there was another follow-up picture. He looked well-dressed. He looked like he was doing okay. He kind of had like a half smile on his face. Again, you couldn't see all of the hair, so you really couldn't tell what was going on, but you could see like his black roots and the blonde, and it was still a little bit uneven. I'm like, okay, well, you know, it is what it is. Today, I've seen all the pictures of the haircut now that he has re-dyed his hair, and he had it, it looks like he had it layered and like cleaned up a bit. It's a nice haircut. It is a nice haircut. I can go with it. But I'm going to say this. I'm allowed to be critical if I want to. I am allowed to be, because, you know, it is something that he decided to share with us, that process of him going through his haircut. So I'm allowed to have input on it. That doesn't mean I'm a bad shawwal. That doesn't mean I'm hateful towards Key. It doesn't mean that, you know, I've forgotten everything that's gone on, and I'm trying to give him a hard time about that. These things are unrelated. I mean, maybe him cutting his hair might be related. I don't know. That's what I was worried about. But, I mean, people don't get a saint pass because something bad has happened in their life. People, they have to continue, and they have to be, you know, allowed to be looked at on their own outside of maybe all of their life circumstances. And I still, like I said, I'm being supportive, but that doesn't mean I have to be like, oh, now they are all martyrs and all we can do is just praise them and pray for them and everything else. No, I want to be allowed to enjoy shiny the way I did prior to December 18th, 2017. And I should be allowed to do that. And I don't think that anybody should be here if they can't let me do that. I think that's bull. You know, and if you didn't like shiny before this happened and you don't like them now, that's okay. You don't have to. And if you didn't start liking shiny until after Dongyun's passing because it gets you off to see people being sad, you need to go somewhere far away from me with that. But if you didn't like shiny before because maybe you weren't exposed to enough, or maybe they just weren't, you know, as popping when you got into K-pop, and now you're into them and it makes you sad that you missed that time, that's okay too. And one day you'll be able to get past that, and maybe you'll be able to see them for what they were outside of the tragic circumstances. And I wish that for you. I wish that for everybody. But I need to be allowed to be more than a sad fan. And our fandom needs to be looked at as more than that tragic fandom. And you need to give us a chance. You need to give us a chance not only for recuperation and to process our grief, but give us a chance to be able to be happy again, to be able to be, you know, a little bit sassy again, for us to be able to be who we were prior to December 18, 2017. We'll never be exactly the same, but, you know, we can be similar. So please give us a chance to do so. Thank you for watching, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye.